All right, folks, here is an oldie but a goodie. Healthcare classes. This is one, when I look over the years in chiropractic, I remember first coming into chiropractic and we were told you had to do a healthcare class or a new patient workshop, whatever you want to call it, new patient orientation. We were supposed to do that. And I remember doing them and loading up rooms one week, or loading up the room one week, and then maybe 2 weeks later, it was like just a couple of people. And then you ramp it up and you put a bunch of energy into it, and all these people would show up. And you start seeing and realizing that as long as you're excited about it, and as long as you're promoting it, you're going to get people there. But the problem, especially in chiropractic over the years, is that people stopped being excited about it. And so I get on the phone with docs, maybe just like you, who say, oh yeah, you know, we used to do those, but we stopped because we just couldn't get people there. And the reality of it is that you can get people there, and you have gotten people there, but people have gotten away from wanting to stay late, deliver the message, and then get home late that night. People have gotten away from, and think about it, you're talking about maybe like twice a month. People have gotten away from wanting to do that because they've gotten more frustrated with not getting people there than being passionate about sharing the message with people. Now, you do have options here, and I'm going to hit those two options, but I want you to understand something. What's the purpose in this? What's the purpose of a healthcare class? What's the purpose in patient education? Again, my medical doctor doesn't do a healthcare class. Yeah, because people blindly walk into the medical doctor's office and they take their recommendations. When people come to you, they are open to something different. The question becomes, are you going to deliver it? And so as I look at my day one, my day two, as I look at my day-to-day education and my healthcare class, these are all opportunities for me to maybe, hopefully, a door that's already been open to be able to completely open the door so people walk through. Now, purposefully for me, I came up with this years ago, and it really has driven in terms of healthcare classes. The why. Why do I do a healthcare class? It's to validate and verify that they made the right decision. I want a patient sitting there in a healthcare class, and by the time I am either halfway through it or done, it validates and verifies that they made the right decision. And I'll never forget doing a class one time, and a woman came up to me afterwards, and she said those exact words. She said, I got to tell you, doc, this just validated for me. It just verified that I am in the right place. I was so excited. I had just had that talk with a client the same day, and the patient said the exact same words to me. That it did that. That's purpose number one. Purpose number two is it hopefully helps to arm them with more information to either stimulate the referral, bring in your family, friends, or loved ones, or to at least open up your ability to have the dialogue with people. See, I'm very clear on what the desired outcome is for the class, and most people are just doing it because they were told to do it, or they're doing it because they want to get new patients. But what's the stronger purpose behind it? And when you have a purpose and drive behind it, you're more likely to get people to show up. Now let's look at the options. Option number one is you do the class in your office. Very, very simple. You go ahead, you advertise it over about a 2-week period of time, talk to every single practice member about it, and invite them to this talk, and you do said talk. Option number two, go ahead and go virtual, go online, do a Zoom talk, invite all your patients. I have created a system for lunch and learns and dinner with the doc online, on Zoom. So I have a particular client who I'm thinking of right now. I have a particular client who I wrote out the program. She went and did it. It was a little rough go the first time, but she knew we were going to have to tweak some things along the way, make some tweaks. She comes back. Her next dinner with the doc, 10 new patients. As a result of sitting on her computer with new patients and guests and doing her healthcare class. Think about that. I mean, this is something that is super easy if you're willing to do it. You just have to be willing to do the work. And if you're willing to do the work, you're going to get results. You're going to help people to better understand. And I got to tell you, I just had a conversation with her yesterday, and she said, the cool thing is that I'm getting the people that are a part of my avatar. They're the primary people I want to take care of. That's who she's attracting as a result of doing this online. She's not even doing it in person. She's doing it in person this way, right? But she's not doing it at her office anymore. She's not doing it at a restaurant anymore. She's doing it online. Now, why do we call it dinner with the doc? Why do we call it lunch and learn? Because every person who's on the call gets their name put in a drawing, and they have an opportunity to win a gift card to a local restaurant. You just have to stay to the end and be present when we draw the name. It's that simple. So you have options here. You can also do what I have actually created. I have a program called the 8-Minute Healthcare Class to help you to write an 8-minute healthcare class and deliver it in either audio or video format for your patients. Think about that. 8 minutes. That's 3 options to be able to deliver a healthcare class to your patients, to help them to better understand chiropractic, to verify and validate that they're in the right place, and help to increase their certainty in having the conversations around chiropractic. This is an easy task. You simply have to make the decision that you're going to get back to work on a healthcare class, write the class, or pull out, dust off an old class that you might have, choose the date, start promoting it, and you can immediately start to educate your patients, which means you're planting seeds. You're planting the seeds of growth for them to stay for a lifetime if you're willing to do this work. All right, roll up your sleeves. You have a favorite class right now, go pull that favorite class out right now, make the decision, choose the date, and get to work.